Well, good morning, everyone. Today I'm on location here at Clark Lake Wildlife Area. So this is my first visit here to this new location for me. This is basically an Ohio State wildlife area. So I'm thinking I'll be sticking with trying to do some maybe birds and perhaps wildlife today. It's very, very frigid, very, very cold morning. It's in the single-digit temps, and even though it looks like it's going to be a full sun day, it's still going to take probably a couple hours to really warm up to, very, very warm, 30 degrees at the high. So I'm gonna be here for the morning. We're gonna see really what we can find today, I guess. So far it seems really quiet, at least in this parking lot where I'm situated in. It's very, very quiet, so we'll see here. But I would say the main attraction or feature, it seems like, for this wildlife area is this giant lake that's pretty large, I would say, overall. And I can see this definitely being great for some migratory waterfowl and other things during peak migration seasons during the year throughout. But right now, unfortunately, it is very, very cold, like I said. So it's frozen over and it's snow topped, and so I'm not quite seeing anything, but it's still quite breathtaking. And I bet a nice sunrise or sunset here would be pretty cool for maybe like a landscape shot or something like that. Anyways, I'm going to try and stick with the wildlife today and see how much I can bear with this cold, because I do not like the cold at all. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Looks like there's a trail down here. I see some signs that say it's something about dove hunting down this way. I'm going to try and avoid all that stuff because it is the end of hunting season, and I'm just going to make my way on these trails I just found and see pretty much where they go. So it's going to be a little bit of a wander today, simply because I could not find much information about this place, even on the official Ohio Division of Wildlife website. Yeah, so probably just going to be circling the lake mainly as my main concern, and seeing if there's any kind of passerine birds along the tree lines and all these other kind of edge habitats along the lake here. So anyways, with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and we'll see what we can get for the morning here. Here seems to be looks like some sort of fishing pier, but it's very lopsided, and while it's kind of frosted over and slippery, I don't trust going on it. But it does lead out to the lake. Despite it being really, really cold, I mean, I think it's like 8 degrees Fahrenheit, and wind chill factored in, probably in the negatives, honestly. It's still a pretty beautiful morning. Nice sunlight at least kind of warming it up, but still, I digress. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. The longer I wait, if let's say the wildlife's not cooperating, well, it isn't really at the moment in terms of photos, but if I go back to my car, which isn't terribly far away because I haven't strayed that far away from it, and get out my camera bag and my other lenses and everything, and switch to like landscapes and stuff, which I'm definitely thinking I should have probably done, now in hindsight a little bit here, just because it's beautiful backlit frost on all the tree twigs and branches, and it's some really cool like ethereal light going through all these very just, I don't know, beautiful looking scenes in front of me and stuff with the season of winter here. But yeah, but the birds are pretty quiet over here overall, and so I don't know what I'm going to do here exactly before that, and besides just keep circling the lake and see if I can find anything. I mean, I'm hearing a couple of them, some robins now. I heard a belted kingfisher over in the woodland where the dove hunting area is, over there, and there's like a little creek that I really didn't want to feel like risking crossing in case I fell in, because that water's probably freezing for all I know. But it was flowing, surprisingly, as it outflows into the lake here and everything. So yeah, I don't know what exactly I'm going to do here, besides just keep doing what I'm doing, which so far isn't being the most productive. But you know, maybe I'm just trying to. I'm gonna keep going here. There's this little like kind of like an island thing that, you know, juts out in the middle here of the lake. It's pretty cool actually, but it's a little tight fit. There's some small shrubs and trees that line both sides here, but I'm gonna keep going here and see what I can find. But so far it's a pretty quiet morning, so we'll see. I may switch gears here depending on how it goes. But first I'm gonna go along this other part over here and see if there's anything worthwhile to photograph. Alright, so I noticed there's a guy actually ice fishing over on the other side of the lake here. I'm on this bend right here in the paved road, and I'm making my way back to basically what is the entrance of the wildlife area. So far I think I'm about 9 species total, bird species, and it's basically just your typical winter fare here. It's Alright, so this has been pretty awesome. So, well, yes and no. So the bad news is that all my batteries for my video camera died pretty quickly, actually. But yeah, and then I went along this tree line that's actually behind me here, and I just started cropping up all these different kinds of sparrows, in particular a white-throated sparrow and American tree sparrow, and I actually got shots of both of them, which is awesome. In particular the American tree sparrow, because while it's a more common wintertime sparrow here in Ohio, I actually don't get much luck with it really, except here in Clark County where I'm at, which is pretty weird. But anyways, I got some beautiful front lit shots of it. They're a tad bit overexposed, but that can easily be corrected in post-production. But yeah, they're unobstructed views of the passerine there as it perched onto some shrubs and stuff over here alongside the lake and everything. And like I said, just gorgeous front lit, kind of mid to late morning light right here, which is my preferred light for most bird shots like this. And then basically, actually before that, sorry I'm getting out of order here, but before that was the white-throated sparrow, which it was down a little bit lower, but I managed to get a few shots of it. And then once again, same thing, was where it's more front lit, not quite as like full of a glow as it was with the tree sparrow, but still it was pretty nice shot overall of a slightly more common sparrow here. And so yeah, I took the shots I think about nearly the same settings, about f9, ISO 800, and then varying my shutter speed depending on how much light and the intensity of it with each moment as it passed there with the birds there. And I think it was around 250th of a second, 320th of a second, all the way up to like 500th of a second. I'm shooting handheld with image stabilization turned on my lens, which is actually right there as it just sits there in the road. But yeah, this is a really cool moment. I actually did see a northern mockingbird also wrapped around the lake near the water, and it gave out a few calls as well, which is awesome. So yeah, a lot going on here all of a sudden, at least along in this stretch here. So yeah, I'm really quite pleased with it. I think I'm at about 12 or 13 bird species total right now, which is awesome, and I'm still seeing new ones as I go along here. So yeah, I would say this trip's been well worth the visit out here to Clark Lake. And I'm going to keep situating. I'm going to keep walking along here and see if there's something else. I think there's 2 mockingbirds now, it looks like, and it looks like they're playing around a tree over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going here. I'm almost done with my there's a lot going on here, so I'm gonna shut up and just keep going here, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so it looks like I reached the dam portion of the lake here. It looks like it's flowing pretty well as it just trickles down to the bottom, of course. But the still water of the lake itself, obviously, is still frozen. So yeah, I think with that being said, I might be done for the day. Looks like we're at about, just saw a morning dove, I think. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, really pale one at that. So, yeah, I think with that being said, we're fast approaching about 11 a.m. Near high noon, and the sun's partially obscured by the clouds up above. But yeah, I'm thinking I might be done for the morning. I wrapped around more than I thought the lake could actually go around. I thought it was much less than this, but it can actually go up to what I saw from across the lake when I first arrived. This dam here. But looks like you can go. I think there's a trail on the other side, but without jumping the rails and everything going over there, I honestly don't know I don't even know where to begin with going over there and starting. So I think with that being said, I wrapped around, I think about almost half, or even more than half, that is, of the lake. And there's a little bit of woodland trail like what I saw at the beginning of the day. And as you can see, it goes all the way further, way out over here. And so it's a pretty cool place. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Wildlife areas are always really fun, especially for well, obviously wildlife photography. But you can even get some good landscapes here as well, I think. And I'm starting to see more and more cars actually pull in for the day. So they might be, I don't know, ice fishing, maybe hunting, I don't know, since it is that kind of place. But so I think with that being said, we'll wrap it up for the day here. But really enjoyed my time here at Clark Lake, and I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing the photos at the end, of course, of the sparrows. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. This has been Clark Lake Wildlife Area. Until next time, make sure to get out here. Thank you.